Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you how I edit a video in Camtasia 2020, and I'm going to show you a before and after. Alright, so I recorded this tutorial, and it's a very simple, short tutorial on how you change your Facebook group URL name. And I had a suggestion from one of our viewers saying that they'd love to see what it looks like a raw video form, and then what it looks like all polished, all edited afterwards. So I thought that was a good idea, and I'm going to do it with this one because it's a short video. So this one's only 3 minutes. We are going to do the before. So I'm going to play it in its entirety without anything removed as is. The only thing is I've obviously blanked out my email up there at the top. Let's watch the 3-minute raw version, and then right after I'm going to beef it up and edit it and make it ready for YouTube. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here, and welcome to the essetinoartists YouTube channel where we talk about money, marketing, and mindset. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to change your Facebook group URL name. Alright, so if we zoom up into the top left corner here, that is your Facebook group URL name. You can see that it says facebook.com/groups/essetinoartists. This is our free Facebook group. Feel free to join if you want. You can see there's all blank space happening. And so let's show you how to change the URL name. First, you want to make sure that you're in your group, and then go to the left-hand side, scroll down to settings, and then you'll see here it says customize group web address, and you'll see that this link is the same as the top one in the top left corner. If you want to change that, click on the pencil. This one was a longer, I was thinking, if there's like a blank space, it means I'm thinking. And you'll see here that you can change this part right here. Now there's a little note underneath it. It says, once your group has more than 5,000 members, you won't be able to customize this address again. So just as a little note, if your group is growing really fast, just make a note that once it passes 5,000, that's pretty much set in stone and you won't be able to change it. That's what they're saying. So for the most part, you can change this whenever you want up until you hit the 5,000 members. So once you input your name here, all you have to do is click save, and then when you go to your home of your Facebook group, in the top left-hand corner, it's going to say your new Facebook group URL name. Now you can then take this link and share it around town, send it on an email, send it in a chat, and people will, and when they get that link, they'll directly be able to go to your Facebook group. Alright, so that was it. That is how you change your Facebook group URL name. Again, feel free to join our Facebook group. It's totally free. We are giving tons of value. We do contests. It's a fun time, great energy. It's called Creative Business Success on Facebook. Look us up. And if you like these kinds of tutorials, head down to our video section of our channel because we have literally over 1,000 tutorials on money, marketing, and mindset. And I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so that was the raw, unedited video tutorial right there. So now let's fix this up and make it look really good. So first thing that I usually do is I'm gonna stretch out the timeline a little bit more. I don't like it when it's all like scrunched up like this because then you can't really see the details of the speaking. So I like to stretch it out to about here and then go to the favorites. And I have a bunch of things saved in my favorites, and I suggest that you save your favorite things that you like to use in Camtasia in the favorites because it's going to make it a lot faster. So in the favorites, I got my noise removal. I'm going to drag that down. That's usually the first thing that I do. And then I'm going to highlight both of these and I'm going to chop it to the beginning. So I'm going to move the cursor here, and then I'm going to press the S key, and then I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to click Control Backspace, which is going to delete it and move everything to the beginning. So now that we've got the audio and now we've got the beginning, I don't like all this extra crap, if you know what I mean. It's distracting, it looks messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the screen here, which it's going to highlight screen, which is my computer screen, and I'm going to click the crop button here, and I am going to crop this out. Usually I would crop out this as well, but in this case I can't because I'm talking about the Facebook group URL, so I can't delete the URL. I need to show that, so I have to leave that. And then I'm gonna get rid of the bottom here with the icons. It's just not necessary, like it's just, you know, other things to distract the person, so I'd rather just keep it focused. And then this part here, I'm going to chop off. I got a bunch of chats happening on the side there, so I'm actually going to chop that off as well. And then head back to the arrow here, and then I'm going to enlarge this. And then there we go. It looks a lot cleaner. And then I'm going to remove this blur thing because that was to cover my email address, which we don't need anymore. So I'm actually going to move it like this. So there we go, it's snapped into place. Now I want to work on my little video here on the corner. Make sure that you guys alter and edit this. I find that a lot of people just leave it as is in the corner. This is too tiny and the color is pretty horrible. So the lighting in the area that I'm filming in, it gets really sunny and bright, and then it does this really dark thing where I'm like, look like I'm all faded and stuff. So we need to fix that. So first I'm gonna size it accordingly. Originally it was like that, and a lot of people leave it like that. Don't do that. Size it accordingly. And I'm gonna leave it about here is good. It's not too big. Don't go like that. That's gonna be too big for a video like this. And I'll do something like this size. And then I like to do the color correction first. So I'm going to again go into my favorites because I favorited the color adjustment. And I'm going to drag it down to the video. It's going to make me black and white for some reason. And then what I do is I bring the contrast down, bring the saturation quite high, bring the brightness down. Now, I'm okay with this part being all like blanked out and blasted with light because I'm actually not going to be needing it, and you'll see in a second. So you can see the difference. If I get rid of the color adjustment, it's like, whoa, I'm totally shadowed out. And then if you go Control Z to bring it back, then I have color and I'm bright again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the circle, which I've also favorited, and I'm going to drag this down. The color does not matter because I'm not going to be using the color, I'm only going to be using the shape. And I'm going to put a circle around me, well on top, and then it's going to cut out the other video. So I'm going to click Shift, and I'm going to stretch this out because it holds the aspect ratio of the circle. If I do not click Shift, then it's going to be like, oh, it's going to like be all wide and not be an actual circle. So I'm going to go back, hold Shift to keep the aspect ratio of the circle. Now, I'm just going to ballpark it and hover over here. That looks like it's about the middle of me. And then head over down here, right click on the eye icon on the track that has the circle, then go to alpha. I'm not sure what that actually means, but it does this. Now you can see I'm a little bit off to the side, so I'm going to click on me, the camera, and I'm going to go to the arrow keys, and I'm just going to slightly move me over so I'm a little bit more centered in the circle. And then I'm going to highlight the circle and me, and then move me to the corner. And I usually leave just a little bit on the side and a little bit below. I don't go right to the end like that. It's just my personal preference. So I just leave it like that. Now we're all good there. Now with the circle shape, I'm just going to minimize this and then extend it. I usually extend it to about maybe here. I don't go all the way because I know that I'm going to be deleting a bunch of stuff. So this is actually going to get shorter, and you'll see what I mean. Now that I've edited the audio, I've edited the background screen, I've edited my color. Now we're going to go back to the screen, and then I'm going to do some cursor stuff like mouse effects. So because I'm doing a tutorial on the screen and I'm going to be moving my mouse, I need to put the cursor highlight. Again, I favorited this. Going to drag it down. And then it's going to give me a yellow, but I like to use the purple because it's our colors, it's our branded colors. So I'm just going to adjust the purple here. If I move the mouse, I can see where it is. So it's right there up at the top. And I'm going to make it a little bit more see-through, which is opacity. And then I'm going to make it a little bit smaller because I don't want it to be that big. And then I usually add a softness to it. And I'm actually going to make it a little bit darker. And then another thing is I increase the size of the mouse. I like that to be bigger to finish it off. I'm going to add a left click sound. So every time I click the mouse with the left click, it's going to make a nice clicking sound, kind of giving it an added feature. So drag it down, and then you'll hear it as we go along during the edit. So now I've done all that stuff in the beginning. Now is time for the actual edit, the actual cutting away of things. So let's start from the beginning. It's only a 3-minute video, so this tutorial shouldn't be too long. Click the space bar to play. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here, and welcome to the essetinoartists YouTube channel where we talk about money, marketing, and mindset. Okay, so I ended it right there. Make sure that you listen for, you know how I said the word mindset? You can't actually see it, but it ends around here. But if you clip it very close here, you won't actually get that T sound and you'll cut it off. So I'll play it again. Marketing and mindset. So you see it's like, it's right here. So just make sure that with certain words, don't clip it directly right after the audio. It might seem that there is no audio, but there's that T sound. It's just a little hack there for you guys. So I'm going to highlight both of these things, clip it, then I'm going to go on to the next one. Clip that. In the beginning, when I start a next one, then I can go right up next to the actual audio because I'm starting, it's okay for when you start speaking. It's more, that trick was more so when you end speaking. So I'm going to go Control Backspace. And then before I move on, I actually say a couple things here, and there's some things that I like to pop up on the screen. So I'm going to head over to Library, and I've got some stuff loaded up here. My Instagram, I like my Instagram to pop up when I say my name. And this is already pre-made. I've made this beforehand. So I'm going to go back and click play. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here, and welcome to the essetinoartists YouTube channel where we talk about money, marketing, and mindset. Alright, so in this video... Okay, so you can see it just went straight into there. I'm good with that. Also, another thing, constantly save your work as you're editing. I've developed the habit whenever I do a change, I save. So I quickly save by going Control S, and I do that very frequently. So let's continue the edit. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to change your Facebook group URL name. URL name. So I'm going to end it there, click the S key to split it, highlight these two. And to highlight them, I just click Control and then I click on it, and then it highlights both of them. Click the S key, click Control, highlight them, and then I click Control Backspace, and then I play.
All right, so if we zoom up into the top left corner here, that is your Facebook group URL name. You can see that it says facebook.com/groups/essetinoartists. This is our free Facebook group. Feel free to join if you want. Facebook group.
Stop that, chop it. Now you see I said if you zoom up in the top left hand corner, so we need to have a zooming thing happening. So I'm going to head over to animations and then go to animations. Then I'm going to go custom and I'm going to add the animation onto the screen media and then go to zoom and pan, and I'm going to zoom in on the corner because I talk about this URL, and I'm just going to go full zoom. And then I'm going to stretch this out because I want it to be the entire duration of the zoom. Now another thing here is when I do the zooming effect, I'll just play it.
All right, so if we zoom up,
my video is gone because it added these two other things here. So I want to leave it, my circular video, down at the bottom corner. So all you have to do is just click on them, delete, click on this, delete, and then you'll see as I zoom in, I'm going to be on the bottom right hand corner.
All right, so if we zoom up into the top left corner here, that is your Facebook group URL.
I think that's a cool effect. It really stands out. It's the little things that make your edit, right? I'm going to leave that and move on to the next. That's good. Now you see I only did it for this portion, so the zoom in is only happening there, and then when I go back here, it's normal. So I'm going to highlight these two, and I'm just going to continue doing the same thing, removing the dead air.
Feel free to join if you want.
Okay. And then keep going. I'm just doing the exact same thing as I mentioned until I get to the end of the video. So
what? And so let's show you how to change the URL name. First, you want to make sure that you're in your group, and then go to the left-hand side, scroll down to settings.
You heard that left click there? So I heard the click, and then I'm going to chop it.
Settings.
And then there's some more dead air, so now I'm going to chop that. Go to the next. Delete. Remove the space.
Settings. And then you'll see here it says customize group web address, and you'll see that this link is the same as the top one in the top left corner. If you want to change that, click on the pencil.
Okay, so I'm going to need to move my video. I'm just going to chop this part here because we couldn't see the pencil. So I need to click on this, and then I only want a section of this portion here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this, I'm going to chop this, and then I'm going to move that so I can easily get the exact one that I want. And now I need to move this because you can't see the pencil when I'm talking about click on the pencil. So I'm going to move myself up a bit just for this section so that they can see the pencil. And go back here.
Settings. And then you'll see here it says customize group web address, and you'll see that this link is the same as the top one in the top left corner. If you want to change that, click on the pencil, and you'll see here that you can change this part right here. Now there's a little note underneath it. It says once your group has more than 5,000 members, you won't be able to customize this address again. So just as a little note, if your group is growing really fast, just make a note that once it passes 5,000, that's pretty much set in stone and you won't be able to change it. That's what they're saying.
Okay, so I'm going to chop that. Keep going. That was a good long stretch of spoken word there. delete, keep going.
So for the most part, you can change this whenever you want up until you hit the 5,000 members. So once you input your name here, all you have to do is click save, and then when you go to your home of your Facebook group, in the top left-hand corner, it's going to say your new Facebook group URL name. Now you can then take this link and share it around town, send it on an email, send it in a chat, and people will...
Now I kind of lost my train of thought there.
And when they get that link,
so I think I'm going to remove this part.
And people will chat, send it in a chat. When they get that...
Okay, so I can remove this part here because I didn't end up finishing that sentence. So I'm going to chop here and then chop the other thing.
Chat, and when they get that link, they'll directly be able to go to your Facebook group.
Okay, keep going, we're almost done.
Group. Alright, so that was it. That is how you change your Facebook group URL name. Again, feel free to join our Facebook group. It's totally free. We are giving tons of value. We do contests. It's a fun time, great energy. It's called Creative Business Success on Facebook. Look us up.
Okay, I'm doing a little plug there for the free group. And then click on here, almost done.
Up. And if you like these kinds of tutorials, head down to our video section of our channel because we have literally over 1,000 tutorials on money, marketing, and mindset.
Okay, and then last part here.
I'm sure you'll find something that you like. All right, thank you.
So even though I make a mistake, I just keep going. I just start again. That's what you guys should do when you are doing your videos. Don't get frustrated, just say it again.
And mindset. And I'm sure
I'm going to actually delete a little bit more of that.
And mindset. And I'm sure you'll find something that you like.
Last couple of cuts here.
That you like. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
All right, so now we're going to chop all three of this stuff and highlight that and delete. So you can see we went from 3 minutes and 5 seconds to 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So we removed about 30 seconds of dead air. Now, if I zoom out, you can see the video is straight to the point, no blank spaces, you know, me thinking and all that, making mistakes, and it will flow very well with the nice added features. Oh, there's one thing I did forget when I'm talking about the little ending there. I forgot to add a little thing, so let me just quickly do that.
If you like these kinds of tutorials, head down.
Okay, so I have this little clip where I am showcasing our YouTube channel. So here, and these are things that, you know, I've pre-made already, and I just kind of put them in place. And they're great for when we do little plugs like this. So I'll play this.
To our video section of our channel because we have...
Okay, so I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to add some sounds. These are all things that I've pre-loaded in. And you can see it makes it a lot easier, because if I had to go and find all this stuff and make it, it would take way longer. So I want to add this audio. Click play.
Tutorials, head down to our video section of our channel because we have literally over 1,000 tutorials on money, marketing, and mindset. And I'm sure you'll find something that you like. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
And then boom, we are all done. So let's just quickly show a quick before and after here. Okay, so this is what it looked like before, right? Got all this stuff up here, got that over there. My video looks horrible. The colors, I look like I'm totally grayed out and faded. Got this here at the bottom. And then now we go to the after, where we are zoomed up, nice and clean, only see what we need to see. I'm color corrected. I have the nice little circle here, because if you look here, it's like really gross, and this looks way better. So that was a before and after. I hope you guys enjoyed the in-depth analysis of me editing a video, and that's how I would actually edit. Like, I'm now going to render this video, and it will now come out next week on Tuesday. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, I have a 9+ hour Camtasia course that you guys can get. It's got 70 lectures. Head down to the description below. If you want to fast track your Camtasia editing and edit like I do, head down to the description below and grab the course. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.